All right, Coach Steiner, let's talk about the emotions of that first match. November 17th came, Illinois is here, our guys are getting prepared. Kind of talk about the atmosphere and what you saw and, how great the Valley was and they supported that event.
Yeah, it was an unbelievable atmosphere. I told this to the team and as well, that I've wrestled in bigger crowds before, coming from the University of Iowa, but at times I've wrestled in bigger crowds, but never with that atmosphere. It was an unbelievable atmosphere that night. I think the people were just excited to have wrestling back, and they wanted to see it. And obviously, with the opponent we had with Illinois and Isaiah Martinez coming back, was an unbelievable event. It was electric in that crowd, really.
Yeah, I think we had just under 7,000 fans in the event, and I've never been part of a dual meet, that caliber, and now, it kind of sets the precedent for us that, hey, we gotta do more, we gotta get it bigger, and the Valley wants more, so we're gonna continue those efforts of making it an event, making it a show. And what I enjoyed the most was, we had a couple kids from Lemoore in our lineup. Isaiah Martinez is from Lemoore, and when they're announcing Sean Williams or Angel Solis, and when they mention the hometown of Lemoore, a couple hundred fans are cheering, from that community. When we have other kids from the Valley, Clovis, Buchanan, it's the community really, and Madera, the community really, embraced that they have somebody from their hometown, somebody from the Valley is, on that stage representing. So it was a great event. Kind of highlight some of the guys that performed well at that event.
Well, I think you got to look at Christian Olivas, Clovis grad, came in and got the first win in 11 years for the Bulldogs, and Roy lit up the crowd, and the place went nuts when he got the first takedown, and then he ended up winning the match and against a very decent opponent. So that was a big win for the Bulldogs.
I think Greg also, had a great performance. Christian, the guy that he competed with, was an NCAA qualifier. I think he was ranked at the time, and Greg also went and knocked off a ranked opponent. So those guys, back to back getting wins for us really energized the crowd, and kind of talk about our heavyweight a little bit.
Yeah, and we have AJ Neville's at heavyweight. The Neville's family, they're all big guys. We got his brother Nick is wrestling out of Penn State right now, and Seth is now in his campaign to win his 4th title here for Clovis High. Would be only the 3rd to win 3 or 4 titles here in California. So we got one of the brothers here to stay home at Fresno, and with AJ, and he came out in a match against an opponent that is ranked in the country right now, and came out in a hard-fought match, got taken down right away, got scored on, but came back and won the match, and it was a good way to end the night.
I think he gave up 2 takedowns, and he still came back and won. And that's AJ. AJ will give up takedowns, will make mistakes, but he's going and trying to get points. So we can't count him out. We know he's very gifted and talented and knows a lot of wrestling. So, I don't panic too much when AJ gets taken down, because I know his pace and his style of wrestling, he'll get those points back. So after that match, 7,000 fans, we didn't know what we can do, but we ended up having a match down in San Diego on the USS MidWay on the top of the aircraft carrier, and another great event. Our guys are young, freshmen, but now they're used to wrestling in front of thousands of fans, and now we put them outside on an aircraft carrier and kind of talk about how that came into play.
Yeah, there again is another amazing event for us to start out this program. Left Coast Wrestling out of San Diego approached us last year and asked if we wanted to be a part of this event down on the deck of the Midway, and we jumped at the chance, and it was an incredible event. I wish we could have given the fans a little bit more to cheer about with a win there, but again, we have to learn from these situations and continue to move forward. But yeah, we'll be a part of it again this next year, and it was a neat event to have, to really showcase our sport. Not only did we have a college match, we had 2 freestyle matches, 2 women's freestyle matches, and 2 Greco matches down there before the dual meet with Air Force.
And that one we had kind of USA Wrestling, wrestlers versus international opponents. We had some Canadians and some wrestlers from Mexico that we flew in and had some international wrestling.
And all the USA wrestlers were California natives, so it was a pretty neat thing for the state of California.
And same thing in the Illinois match and the Air Force match on the Midway. Those three guys were kind of our bright spots again. Christian Olivas got the win, Greg Gaxiola, and AJ Neville. So those guys are kind of anchoring our team right now. Our other guys are working their way up and getting better, but those 2 or 3 guys are really anchoring our guys and showing the younger guys, how to win and how to prepare. And then from there, our schedule hasn't gotten easier. We went competed in Las Vegas, and it was probably the toughest tournament in the country other than the national tournament. And, our guys went out and tested themselves, and, we've got room for improvement. But we came back after Las Vegas, and we hosted Bakersfield, and we didn't know what kind of crowd we'd expect. We went from 7,000 fans against Illinois, and now we've got a kind of a cross-valley rival, and kind of talk about what we saw with Bakersfield with the crowd and,
Yeah, well, in the first duel we had both matches were at the Save Mart Center, and all our matches will be at the Save Mart Center. But the first match we had the whole floor, the bottom bowl was opened up, and we kind of put the mat in the center of the floor. And this one we went into a different configuration where we kind of took half of the floor or a third of the floor, and kind of one end is where we closed it up to one end and got the people to come in there, a little closer atmosphere for the fans to be kind of on top of us, and we had close to 4,000 people at that event. So really a neat atmosphere again, and I think the marketing again did a good job of not losing the atmosphere that they had in the first match. Even though it was a little bit smaller crowd, they had the same type of atmosphere, and that was one thing that we wanted to make sure we didn't lose that atmosphere that we had in that first match. So came in against Bakersfield, a tough opponent, and we knew they were going to fight us tooth and nail, and they did. And that's, we expect that from kids from this valley, and they're just down in the southern part of the valley, but they're tough kids.
Yeah, well, we'd like to take another quick break. We'd like to also thank the Downtown Club. We're on location at the Downtown Club, 2120 Kern, Fresno, California, for all your events planning. If you're looking for a great location to host, check out the Downtown Club. Number is 559-375-1367.